Hello my friends, so I welcome all of you, almost 96,000 star seeds, light workers and wanderers from all over the world to today's session. And today's session is really amazing, okay? The thing is, in today's session I have channeled the Pleiadians, and as per the polled questions you have voted on the YouTube channel, I have channeled about what is the truth about, is the night sky a simulation or not? And I know, many of you may have the same question that I had, like, when we are looking at the night sky, are we seeing the truth or is there something else going on, right? So in today's session, you'll find the answer to that, and this actually goes way deeper. So the Pleiadians, they not only explain about that, but they also explain about, I believe, this is what they said in the session is similar to the illusion matrix or the reality which we are in. And they have revealed some mind-blowing information. It will blow your mind. It sure did mine. My mind is actually blown by the information, okay? And the thing is, if you do not know this information, there is a high chance that you may be trapped in the illusion matrix for a long time. But now you have this information, and now you have the choice to escape this illusion matrix and to become your true self. So, and in the second portion of the question, I have asked about understanding about spiritual guides or spirit guides, because many of you had emailed me regarding spirit guides and a detailed explanation. So this session has a lot of in-depth information, okay? And I believe if you want to understand about spirit guides, this session is like the ultimate information which you'll find, okay? And I believe it will help you a lot in understanding these two information. So without much further ado, I just want to say big thank you to all of you for joining me on the meditations in my Patreon. I believe we were able to stop the negative entities. This is huge. And the other thing is, I want to say that I have a second channel wherein I am planning to put some meditations which will help you as an application of the teachings which you receive. So the link is on the bio. And also I want to say a big thank you to all of you for liking the video, as it helps to reach to other star seeds, wanderers and light workers. So with that being said, enjoy the session, my friends.
We are the Pleiadians, and we are here now in communication through this instrument's vibratory sound complex system. And we communicate through the process of tuning into this vibration by the instrument. We, the social memory complex of the Pleiadians, shall offer our thoughts in order to guide the human collective consciousness at this time throughout this journey of transformation into the new earth fourth density vibration, which shall assist each entity at this time to awaken within the self, to recognize the true nature of reality, and to identify what is a part of the illusion complex. There has been many events happening behind the current illusory reality of which the people of the Earth planet can perceive. However, we can only share the information if requested today. We are here to provide guidance by conserving your free will and answering the query which pertains with the question as requested by this instrument, which relates with, is the night sky a simulation? We, the Pleiadians, must state that Each individualized mind, body, and spirit complex must understand that the night sky is a type of distortion which has the possibility of being simulated to confuse the senses of your bodily vehicle. Further, we the Pleiadians must also state that before we explain this aspect to provide a clear understanding, each mind-body-spirit complex must realize that the two portions, the mind and the body, are a part of the illusion complex reality, and only the spiritual self, which is the part of the awareness, is the real self. Furthermore, there are entities upon your planetary sphere who reach this realization when they enter into a state of higher union with their true inner self by focusing on the silence within the self, which can be attained during the process of meditation. Furthermore, there is only a small percentage of entities upon the Earth planet at this time who recognize this aspect to be true within their own experience. Further, there is a requirement of experience of the self to validate this type of understanding, as 99% of human entities who are currently in the illusion complex are entrapped by the thoughts emerging from the mind complex, and they confuse themselves to be their thoughts or their bodily complex. This is a perception which is created by a layer of the illusion complex which the mind and body are a part of. This illusion complex not only comprises the outside environment, but also the mind and the body, which are the primary layers of the illusion complex, and creates a distortion which many entities cannot escape through multiple incarnations. However, there are those who require a shorter amount of exposure to such a type of knowledge to understand and to escape from this trap of identification with the thought forms of the mind complex or the bodily complex. This is by recognizing the self to be the spiritual complex or the awareness, and this means that the true essence of each entity in this time is but the spiritual self, which can observe and sense and become aware of different realities. This layer of understanding can only be reached by those entities who are able to spend times of disattachment with thought forms, and also spend disattachment with the bodily complex, and they realize that their true self is the sense of awareness or the observer who is able to observe any type of distortion. This is the true self, the consciousness which incarnates in multiple incarnations and has the possibility of incarnating in different bodily complexes in different situations for the purpose of learning the lessons. Furthermore, everything that is perceived by the senses in a way is a simulation which is created to teach entities the lessons of the true self. Furthermore, the night sky can also be manipulated by technology, and we can also sense that there are entities upon the Earth planet who work for elites and higher entities as per your hierarchical system of the third density planet, which demands such technological use for camouflaging the people of the reality what is happening in outer space. This can be done to camouflage the truth of what is happening outside the Earth's planetary sphere. There may be entities who are working for organizations related with aeronautical experiences who have access to such technologies, and upon scanning the vibrations, they have been using this technology many a times in order to create a holographic reality around the Earth to confuse the masses from the truth of what they are performing behind the holographic screens, which are created similar to the devices known as television or the so-called mobile phones, wherein a reality is replaced by different wavelength of light in streaming. This process is required by many of these organizations to camouflage their main agenda and purpose of what they are achieving on the outside world. Furthermore, we the Pleiadians shall now also state that this instrument desires to understand about the spiritual guides. We, as the Pleiadians, shall now address this aspect. Many on the Earth planet, and many a times, have experienced a type of action or a type of experience wherein there was a distortion in the experience and a certain knowledge or assistance appeared. By traversing space-time, such are the moments wherein spirit guides step in to help certain entities in their aspect of their incarnation. Furthermore, many entities who are the spiritual guides for different incarnation situations are primarily composed as the archangels, the angelic beings, the guardian angels and guides, and there may be other ascended masters and higher level spiritual enlightened beings. And also there may be positively oriented elementals, entities who are primarily residents of the Earth planet, and they find themselves having the ability of using the vibration of love to communicate thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and heal entities who require such types of distortion. Furthermore, firstly, the understanding that a spiritual guide is a type of entity who decide to assist those who require their assistance and have been granted special permission by the Council of Planets to aid entities who call upon them. Furthermore, the first types of spiritual guides are the angelic guides or the guardian angels, who primarily appear as spiritual beings and work for the social memory complex of the angelic realm. They communicate and provide messages for the purpose of assisting entities to delve deeper into their inner nature, and many entities may also receive guidance from these guardian angels for certain types of situations which require the entry of a guardian angel into the illusion complex. There may be the second type of spiritual guides, who are those of a higher vibrational octave, primarily in the later fourth density to upper fifth density consciousness, who are spiritual entities that help many of the entities in their incarnation throughout their life cycle. These guides may sometimes present themselves as assistant in a spiritual form or a light body, and they are primarily the guides who are directly responsible for assisting a certain entity in the fulfillment of its mission by giving it right direction if needed. There may be other ascended masters who primarily achieve a transformation by consciously learning the vibrations of love and wisdom, and these ascended masters, they may appear in the form of human bodily complexes, primarily for the main purpose of acting as teachers, and these teachers primarily are those which can be described by a people as Saint Germain, the entity known as Jesus and Buddha or Muhammad. And there are many other entities of this nature. These ascended masters have a main purpose of providing teaching to assist entities in their journey of learning, to overcome attachment with this illusion complex. And there may be other types of spiritual guides who appear in the form of protectors or guardians, and these are known as the ancestors guides. These ancestral guides are those entities who are of the same soul family as the entity and are connected in a higher format, in the higher density, by becoming a member of the same social memory complex. Thereby, these ancestors can provide guidance by sending information and by guiding the entity who requires such types of guidance by traversing space and time. This can be done by the process of working with the energy body of entities who require such assistance. There may be other guides such as the spiritual animals, who are those guides primarily who are present as pets in a entity's incarnation in order to provide the overflowing of love and balance in certain entities' life cycle. Furthermore, these spirit animals may not only appear in the form of pets but may also appear in the form of light body entities for the purpose of providing balance and a feeling of love in a certain entity's life cycle. Further, there may be other types of guides such as the elementals, who primarily are found in nature. And these elementals who have chosen the pathway of positivity and have decided to linger on the Earth planet may also decide to assist those entities who require their assistance. These types of elementals primarily find themselves or latch themselves to certain objects such as trees or ponds or certain locations in the forest of your planetary sphere, wherein the entity or the elemental is able to provide thought forms, and certain types of vibrations upon entering a certain location. These types of spirit guides are extremely rare to find upon the Earth planet. However, these elementals, if they decide to assist a certain entity whose vibrations require their assistance, may be able to help these entities directly, since they are present on the Earth planet directly and they do not have to travel through space and time. These nature guides as elementals can guide each entity in this timeline, teaching each entity many lessons of learning. Furthermore, we the Pleiadians now leave you, beloveds, in love and light of the one Creator. Bye.
So I hope you learned a lot of information in the session like I did. And one of the fascinating things that I learned in the session is about what they said is, to the answer to the query of is the night sky a simulation. I mean, this is really amazing, right? They have said that actually the night sky could be a simulation, and I believe big organizations. Now they did not say the names of the organization, but I believe they were referring to organizations such as NASA or other organizations who are using the technology to camouflage the reality or what is actually happening on the outside. Okay, so whenever we look at the night sky, we may see something else, but they said it could be a holographic reality similar to the mobile phones or the TV that can overlap the real reality. So I don't know, maybe they are using it. Okay, that's what they said, and the main purpose is to hide what they are doing. So I think there is a high possibility that there are organizations who use this technology. Okay, so that's crazy, right? And the other thing is they have said that the most important part which I remember is they have said that 99% of human entities are trapped in the matrix of the mind and the body. If you listen to the session, you may have understood that they have said that we are inside an illusion complex, and our mind and body is also a part of the illusion complex. Okay, but our spiritual self is the only true self. This is what they said. So what that means is that I believe that there may be some kind of lessons we have to learn by detaching ourselves from our mind and body, and then by attaching ourselves to our spirit complex, and by doing that we will escape this matrix. Okay, and since today many of us are aware of this information, I think it will help all of you to just take some time out and focus on your spiritual self, which they said is the consciousness or the awareness. That is our true self, as they said, and it is capable of transcending mind and body. It can incarnate in different timelines, it can incarnate in different bodies. It is independent of mind and body. Okay, and to escape this illusion complex, we have to identify with our true spiritual self. And only as per the information of the Pleiadians, 1% of entities recognize this in their life. Many of the beings, even me, I used to think that I am my thoughts. I used to think that I am my body, but now I know that I am none of those things. I am not my body, I am not my mind, but I am a spiritual being with a consciousness, and that's what I learned. I hope you learned the same thing. The other thing that they have said is about the spirit guides. Yeah, so the basic thing is, listen my friends, as far as I understand, there are different types of spirit guides with the same purpose, assisting those entities who require assistance. Okay, spirit guides, they may appear in the form of angelic beings, archangels, what they said was like ancestors or ancestral guides, and the other one is spirit animals, elementals, it is described in the session, the different types of spirit guides and how they assist us in this timeline. Now, as far as I know, I think, spirit guides are here to help us. And I myself, many a times, have found myself in situations which seemed insurmountable. And I prayed to the universe and somehow it was solved, right? I believe the spirit guides might have assisted. And then there is the other information related with our pets. Okay, our pets could be spirit animal. Your pet could be a spirit animal, which is really fascinating because when you look in the eyes of a pet, you see love and you become balanced. Yeah, this is crazy. I also have a pet, so I can tell you that it's true. And the other thing is, they said that the rarest kind of spirit guides are the elementals who have chosen the path of positive polarity. We also know that there are negative elementals, but they are talking about positive, okay, who want to guide humanity. So these elementals, they are stuck in some kind of area like a forest or a mountain or a river, and they primarily, what they do is they just want to help entities. Okay, if they desire, they can help entities by their love and vibration. So my friends, this is what I understood in the session, and with that being said, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you for joining me in this journey of discovery of the true self. And I also want to say a big thank you to all of you for sending me past life requests on this email. Whenever I get free time, I will help you find out your current life purpose, your past lifetimes, and if you have any other questions, I can also help you channel that information for your understanding. And the other thing is, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have joined me on the Patreon, where I upload 3 sessions a week. And we also do meditations, applications. If you want to go in deep, you need to join the Patreon. And the other thing is, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who joined me on UNIFYD TV for the 4-part exclusive series. And the link is on the description if you haven't checked it out. So with that being said, my friends, I'll see you in the next session. Bye.